Alrighty then. Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's STG Weekly, episode 197. And this time we're covering Sispri Gauntlet. This is a Gauntlet-style game, like the old school Gauntlet, but modern take, with anime characters everywhere. And it's based off of an anime and light novel called Sister Princess, which came out in 2000. From what I briefly read before we started airing, it's about a dude who just, I don't know, he had to change schools or whatever, and then like he like just suddenly got like a crazy amount of girls who wanted to be his little sister, and I don't know, probably just goes from there into something crazy. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit about more about that if needed and whatnot. But I am in fact co-hosted today by Maximo. So sup, Maximo?
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Yeah, and then our guest is Pearl, and he's also the player of the world record scoring replay that we're going to be watching for the next hour and a half or so. So yeah, sup, Pearl, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
So yeah, why don't you tell us about a little bit about Sispri Gauntlet, maybe about how you got to playing it in the first place, and if you want, you can talk about the show, maybe the show too.
So, I believe I first heard of this game when I saw Japanese player Yakamino streaming it maybe 4 years ago. It was just in the back of my mind for years until sometime in the spring I just decided to start playing it. And it hooked me basically instantly. The developer of this game, D5, they've made only 2 games, and both of them are both really good. They take a spin on a classic game style, and then they shmuppify it, so to speak.
Okay, good stuff. Yeah, shout out to Yakamino. Yeah, he knows a lot of indie and weird games, so it doesn't surprise me too much to hear you learned about it from him. And what about the anime? Did you care about the anime at all, or was that just like a side note to the fact the game looked really crazy and bizarre?
So I actually watched the whole series with my girlfriend after I got the 600 mil we're gonna watch here. Watched the whole series, and I can sum it up as basically 2001 sugar anime. Doesn't take itself seriously at all. It's just lighthearted joke stuff, but it's good if you like that sort of thing.
Nice. So you both liked it?
Yeah, and it has a good English dub, surprisingly.
Very cool. So yeah, that is the premise here, and of course we do have a lot of time to talk about stuff during this episode because we got a pretty lengthy game here with some downtime, I think you could say, and so we'll just kind of take it from there, and we'll get the main replay started and talk about what this game's all about. I'll get us into a countdown in just a moment here. Okay, are you ready for the countdown?
Just to confirm, are you using the video that is public, not the unlisted one?
I believe it's public, yeah. It's 283 views 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's the right one.
Okay.
Right, just making sure.
Sometimes we have played the wrong video. It's a good check. Good check. I think we've at least done that a couple times. If not me, or it might have been someone else. But yeah, in any case, we are mostly organized here, and we are going to kick off this world record scoring run for Sispri Gauntlet. This game's from 2007. I actually think technically came out on the last day of 2006, but I wasn't quite sure about that. But in any case, it is a pretty long replay, so let us get into it with the 3, 2, 1, go countdown. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
All right, so yeah, I mean, what kind of stuff are we going to be seeing in this game, and what are your basic stuff, like the controls and the very basic stuff?
So the basic controls, you have just the 8-directional movement, and you have 3 buttons. You have shot, lock, aim, and change character. You have a power shot or focus shot that you get by tapping left or right on the stick, or up and down depending on where you're facing. So for this character that you see here, who is Mamimi, you get a Dodonpachi laser to come out.
So you have to do like
EX attack.
you have to do like a Street Fighter input. You're saying like when you're like locking it.
It's kind of like a charge.
Okay.
You just have to tap it. You don't have to like hold it for a certain amount of frames.
Yeah, that's a bit different.
You also have an EX attack. I think you're gonna see me fail one. Or no, you just saw me fail one. If you tap a direction and shot at the same time when you're near an enemy, you'll do an EX attack, and it's different for every character. For Mamimi here, it's gonna be like Ray Force lock-on lasers that when you kill an enemy with it, it'll spawn like I think 8 bullets. That when those bullets kill an enemy, they spawn 8 more bullets, and so on and so forth. So it's a whole chain reaction bomb system.
So you said that was a special shot, or what is that called?
The EX weapon.
Okay.
I think it's called.
Yeah.
And do you need meter to use that?
You can just barely see the meter. It's under the current health bar where it says EX weapon OK. When you use it, you have a cooldown that you have to wait through before you can use it again.
Okay.
But it's not that long.
Okay.
And it's your main scoring trick, basically.
So you've got your shot, your charge shot by tapping back and then forward and then shot, it sounds like. And then the special from tapping the forward direction and shot at the same time. I guess that was it, right?
It can be any direction as long as you're near an enemy.
Okay, near an enemy, and then the special goes off. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird controls, kinda, but simple enough.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna be coming up on the stage 1 milk. In this game, it's very
okay.
It's very
like
similar
it's like
to,
I see a lot of all the
Sivaria.
enemies in there, so yeah.
Yeah, this game system is reminiscent of Sivaria, where when you graze bullets and you kill enemies and you do tick points, you get experience. And when you get experience and level up, you get iframes. And then you can just chain it like that. But there is a tiny little red meter under your level that is basically your like graze meter, so to speak. When that runs out, you stop getting experience from graze for a certain amount of time.
Interesting. So then I guess you just have to kind of strafe back and forth to wait for the bar to recharge so that then you can do it again like you're doing right now. Okay.
So the purpose of this milk is not actually for score, but just to get Mamimi some levels. So when you level up in this game, you will get more maximum health up to a maximum level of 200. And then you'll also get better and better shots. So now I have like the laser from Darius Guide, and eventually I'm going to get the wave shot, that sort of thing. I'm doing it to get powered up early and to get a medal, which I'll cover at the end of the stage.
Okay.
Okay, so let me get that graze thing straight. You can only do it when the red bar is filled up a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, and then it just charges on its own?
Yep.
Okay, and then you'll be using that typically during your iframes from leveling up, or will you do some manual grazing as well?
There's a bit of manual grazing here and there. Like, there are some enemies that are designed to be grazed. Like at the start of the game, you saw the one enemy that just shoots like 50 bullets at once. Those are kind of intended for you to just go right up beside them and graze them all at once and get a whole bunch of XP.
Yeah, right here too.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just got like 5 levels then there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see me change a character. That's just to keep Mamimi alive. This character has almost no purpose. I will intentionally kill her off in stage 5 or 6.
Okay, why is she so bad?
Melee shot is just very weak.
Okay, and you don't really need her around.
You don't need the melee. It's useless. So I got a medal at the end of that stage. That silver flashing medal at the bottom. What that does is it increases the initial starting level of new characters that I will collect, which will be only one. I'm only getting one other character in this run.
Okay, so how did you get the medal?
It is based off of the amount of levels that you earn in a stage, and it's different for every stage. Like, for example, stage 1 there, getting 40 levels in the stage gives you a bronze, getting 50 gives you a silver, and getting gold requires 60.
Oh. So, what level are you at? You're at 55, so you got the silver medal there?
Yeah, I got silver, which means that the next character that I pick up in stage 5 is going to start at level 10. It's a marginal increase, but that amount of health is a good little boost because she's super frail in the first stage that I have to get her in.
So it sounds like with how it's designed, I mean, since you can get like your high medal on the first stage, you know, there's no holding back with the scoring right away. It looks like.
Yeah,
I mean,
this game wants you to score. It incentivizes you to score because the EX attack that I mentioned before, every enemy that you kill with the EX attack will start like a multiplier chain up to a max of times 20. And not only does it increase the score you get from everything, it also increases the experience you get. So when you're doing the EX attack, you also are getting a whole bunch of level ups, a lot of invincibility, more shot power, etc.
Okay.
Also, this stage introduces keys. I'm sure
Yeah.
one of you guys have played Doom before.
So it's like the Gauntlet type of thing, because the original Gauntlet, you basically go around like these little environments like this, and you find keys, and then you go through like doors, and there's like spawners. Like, is there spawners?
Yeah. So the keys in this game are more like the Doom keys, hence why they're red, yellow, and blue.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the spawners in this game are very vital for scoring.
Cool. A lot of anime in there.
Oh yeah.
Anime plural for just they're in there.
Yeah.
So you can see something I'm going to be doing is like just kind of hugging walls to get as many enemies as I can stacked up. Because they do take up a physical space. You have to like kind of meander them around.
Yeah, just pack them all in there.
So
This is
a lot of the early game is going to have it.
This is like the mosh pit at like a Hatsune Miku concert or something.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So you get all that XP times 20, and then you're like, all right, cool, room's cleared. That's how this game goes.
Okay, so you just let it fill up, and then you get the big chain, and then I mean, potentially you could avoid killing the spawner and maybe do that again, or what?
You will be seeing that.
Okay.
Later on, not this stage. In the first 2 stages, the spawners have such little health that you can't do that. Later in the game, things that spawn enemies will get more and more health, so you can actually do that.
Okay, and then I see you have a timer. So I guess that stage, you do die when that's out, or what happens?
So when the timer hits 0, it will spawn red baths. If you've ever played Darius, you know those like Yakuza cubes that come after you?
Oh, yeah.
The timeout cubes, yeah.
Yeah, so you can keep the red guys spawning to get like a little bit more score, but the longer that they're spawning for, the faster they're gonna go, the more health they're gonna be, to the point where they're almost unkillable, and the amount of damage they're gonna do to you per frame that they're rubbing against you.
Alright, so I guess you could possibly let it go to 0, and then for a little while, but eventually you'll be forced to take damage or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
You won't see any like timeout milks.
Oh, okay.
Here. Well, I mean, you'll see me enter timeout, but you won't see me just kind of sitting there killing the little enemies over and over, because that's barely worth anything.
Okay. It's all about the chains.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Chain is more important than enemy kills. You do get a stage clear bonus based off of the amount of enemies that you killed, and I believe the amount of enemies you killed in a large chain. Also, you saw the branching paths. This game has 20 playable stages in it.
Nice.
Through like a big branching path. The most you can play in one run, I believe, is 13 or 12. This run is 12 stages per loop.
Okay. Will we see the other stages in the second loop, or will you just repeat some because they're just better?
I'll be repeating the same stages because they're the highest scoring.
Yeah, okay. That's neat, though. So what are you doing right now?
Right now, at the very start of the stage, I went to just collect an option. You can see I have 2 options in front of my character now. They're kind of just like Greg options. You can't flick them around, but you can focus them when you're doing the laser, the DDP laser. Right now, I'm just trying to spawn more enemies in the top left because getting the big kill bonuses in the top left is problematic because it is at a lower vertical height. So I have to spawn more enemies to keep the chain going.
And I guess like the spawns only happen when you have them on screen or close.
Yeah, they don't spawn off screen.
Okay, I see. So you're kind of like in the mix there, trying to get them spawning, and then you walked away.
Yeah.
All right.
And the way you tackle this stage is kind of like a figure 8.
Mm-hmm.
You go from the bottom middle, you go up to the top right, and you go down, you come back up, and you go around again. So
Cool.
with Mamimi, you can see that I use the EX weapon to just get a bunch of locks before I open the door. I think Mamimi and like 2 other characters are the only characters in the game out of like 13 that can use EXs through walls like that. Usually they just get stomped because the wall has a huge hitbox.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then
Alright,
everything's
so-
just gone instantly.
Nice. Because, and once again, that's because when you kill every one of those guys, they're spawning bullets that kill the other ones.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if the room is just full of everything, then everything will just die.
Throwing knives and forks at you. It's like
Yep.
classic shoot 'em up stuff.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. In the actual show, she's the character with an affinity for cooking food.
In the anime, do they have like the guns?
Sadly, no.
Oh, so the guns was like the big thing that they kind of did to the game.
Yeah. Some of
Okay.
the characters in enemy form do at least personify themselves a little bit. Like you can see the character that throws wrenches is like the tech brainiac of the show, so to speak.
Yeah.
So something you saw when I was in the middle there is I did just a small EX just to kill a bunch of Zakos and to not kill the big spawners.
Okay.
Just to
So
weaken
they-
the spawners a little bit.
Okay. And then I'm guessing later on you can come back.
Yeah.
More enemies pop up and then kill the spawners with said enemies. Because I think the other video you posted was just like a general overview mentions that trying to kill spawners with like the high base value of 20 times multiplier is preferable if you can get that set
Pretty
up.
huge. Yeah, because the big spawners, I believe their base value is 20,000. So at times 20, that's 400k. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Massive. Ooh.
Those with a keen eye might have noticed that the red enemies appeared. If you don't move the camera for a certain amount of time, they will just spawn
Oh, it's just
to kind of get you to like, move.
oh, it's nice of them to just make you push along.
So they have the red ones have more health, or what was
The red ones start at low health, but the more that spawn, the more health that they'll get every time,
Okay.
to a point where they're basically unkillable.
And yeah, what about like game over? Like how do you game over?
If all of your characters die, it's game over.
Okay, so you're just functioning off the health bar then.
Yeah,
with
you
the
have
two characters.
no
Okay.
traditional extends.
Okay. And then what about getting health back?
Well, you can see that little like pink candy that I picked up. That's a health item. A lot of those square spawners that you see, like the ones that have the blue and yellow arm, when you kill those, they'll often drop a pink candy, but also there's just a bunch of health items scattered throughout every stage.
And I see you just grabbed time extend as well.
Yeah, so if you trigger the time enemies and then pick up a time extension, they stop spawning, but their health and speed and attack doesn't reset. So you can't just like sit there for 100 seconds, get the time item, just be like, oh cool, now they're doing nothing again. No, they will just kill you instantly again. So I wanted to get like one more good bomb and then just leave. You can see now that they're spawning quite fast.
Oh. Those the tiny red ones, okay.
Yeah, the little red ones.
Not the girls with the red cap.
No.
Yeah. They're like little robot
stage 4
guys.
is like a secret stage. There's two types of stages in this game. There's like the traditional normal stage that you don't have to do anything to get to. It's just the normal route. And then the secret route is one that you have to go out of your way to get. So this is one of the secret routes. Because I collected all 3 keys in the previous stage, I got access to this stage.
So you're just purposely taking damage often to just get the level up?
If I'm taking damage, it's almost always just a mistake.
Oh, okay.
Like, taking damage doesn't really lose you much score. Also, I damaged that enemy there just to kill it with my bomb, because usually it doesn't die. It has a lot of HP. So I'm going to go up and down here just to fill more space, because I'm going to be going in there very soon. It's a lot of score in there.
I mean, Gauntlet, the original Gauntlet did have a lot of enemies too, you know.
It did. Some of those stages
yeah.
were chock full of enemies.
So I can definitely see, that influence there. Now there's no not exactly a sprite limitation anymore, so.
There is a little bit of slowdown in this game, even on my 2070. Very rarely, though.
Hmm.
Normally, I don't milk this long, but since I wanted to get 600 million, I had to really fill up all the rooms in the first loop. Because once we get to the second loop, things are going to change.
Yeah, and I guess like how about the hitbox? Like how is that? How big is that?
The hitbox is pretty small. It's kind of like your neck.
Yeah.
It always felt like the neck to me. It's pretty small, so you can kind of just like flop around and you won't get hit too often, but then sometimes you'll get hit and just be confused.
Big cancel.
Huge.
Man, that's like genocide, basically.
Bitrate destruction.
Anime genocide.
We're gonna be getting a character in the next stage that kills the bitrate even more. Because I'm only using 2 characters. The other one I have now is only just used for bait. The sword girl. She's gonna be dying in the next stage.
So by bait, what do you mean by that?
I will just rush through things with her to not kill spawners and just take damage.
Okay. Makes sense, makes sense. So like just basically a human shield.
Yeah.
Ooh, the secret path.
Oh yeah, you gotta go through here to get the yellow key. There it is. So thankfully in the first loop, getting hit doesn't mean too much. Like, you don't take much damage early on in the game.
I see,
and eventually you'll be getting like permanent power-ups to increase your defense and everything. But once you get to the loop, it's hell.
So since you've been like leveling up so much in the early game, that's probably why you're not taking so much damage. Oh, you took a chunk there.
Yeah, so you don't lose, I mean, you don't gain defense when you level up, you just gain shot power, like increasing your shot type and max health.
Oh, okay. Do certain attacks damage you more than others?
Yep. The heart bullet, I believe, damages you one of the most in the entire game. It shreds you.
Would you say you don't love that?
I don't love it. I don't love it at all.
Yeah. I do like those like little references though, like the Darius shot and what have been some other ones?
The lock on. Right for
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the
lock
lock
on,
on.
the DDP laser.
Yeah.
A
Is there
lot
like
of
a
this
game?
game. Pardon me.
Isn't there like a sound effect from Giga Wing in there too?
Yeah, when you use your bomb and it recharges, it'll say okay, like in Giga Wing when you use the reflect.
Yeah, okay, I was wondering about that too, yeah. Of course, that sound effect too is, I think, is the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
The lock sound effect.
Yeah, it's just Ray Force.
Okay, so here's like timeout rush going
Yeah.
on. Cool.
Yeah, so I don't want to kill them right away because they are just additional multiplier.
Oh.
And you can see I killed that big guy at the end. I got another medal, so that's good.
And again,
So you
the
got a gold
medals are from your like accumulated EX chains, or what was the medals from again?
Levels.
Levels. Okay.
Levels
okay,
gained
sorry.
in the stage.
Gotcha.
All right, so these are the mega baths. Their arm is the most damaging attack in the entire game. If you get hit point blank with that arm, you lose so much health.
Oh man. Okay.
Ooh.
So here's the bait character. Her only purpose is to just go get this yellow key. And now her purpose is fulfilled and she will die later. So I want to keep all of these things alive. This is a huge like score stage.
Okay.
Yeah, man. If only you could like move faster, you could like walk like along with some of the chains. Like, looks like you're actually doing that.
Yeah, you can later on. At some point though, your chain just stops dealing damage
Yeah.
to stop something like that from happening.
Oh, okay.
Huh. So
So we got the yellow key, and I'm gonna try to get one more enemy spawn to happen, but I think I fail it. Yeah. Because those arms can shoot through walls.
I'll say the arms have to like actually attack you. They don't just hurt you if you walk under them.
If the arm collides with you during its initial launch, it will deal like a lot of damage to you.
Okay.
And it will spawn like 12 enemy spawners as well, which is what that's why they're so useful.
Oh, okay. So you want to have them attack.
Yeah, you want to have them attack in a good way to where they don't overlap with each other, because if a spawner tries to spawn on another spawner, it just doesn't appear. It's a wasted spawner. So here I'm gonna take an intentional hit just to get like a good bomb in between all these enemies. So we got the pendant, Arya's pendant specifically. There are 3 items in this game, and if you collect all 3, you will enter the second loop after clearing the first loop. You don't always get into the loop 2. You need to go out of your way to find these cryptic secret items.
Are they
Interesting.
always
So-
in the same spot?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the only way you can get into the second loop, correct? Just getting those 3 items.
That is the only way you can enter loop 2, yeah.
Okay.
So this character, Haruka, has lived a bit too long, so I will have to suicide her very soon. But this is the big scoring character of the game, Sakia. She has the highest move speed, I think tied with Yotsuba. And her EX is both very good and very weak, if that makes sense.
Oh, nice. Just strong enough to keep the chain going, but weak that doesn't kill the spawners, I guess.
Yeah, it is full piercing. It acts like Mamimi's EX with the blue bullets, but it's actually blue saws. They pierce infinitely, and they do low damage. So they will kill Zako very well, but they won't kill big targets well.
Nice, nice. It looks
So you
cool.
can see that huge bomb did like no damage to the big baths.
Nice, nice. The
So I'm
big
trying
baths.
to get I'm trying to get them to shoot at me one more time before I leave.
Why do you call him Bath again?
Because I didn't know the name of the robot.
uh,
And for the overview video I made, I just called it Bath in the script because I didn't know what it was called, and I just left it in.
I can't help but think of like Pink Sweets when I see those robots, and I know you probably do too, because
Yes.
you play Pink
Yes.
Sweets.
We're both Sweets fans.
Yes.
So what's very dangerous right now about this stage is look how much health Sakia has. That's almost her max health right now because she's so underleveled. So if I were to get hit by the red fist right now, I think Saki would just die instantly.
Oh, so you gotta like level up the characters individually?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to avoid that sponge cake for as long as I can. But I have to collect it to open the blue door, which kind of sucks. But this section's cool. You just rush through and then you loop back around.
I do like the
making
following
all the
chain
fists
thing.
fire at you.
Yeah,
Oh, it's so
nice.
satisfying, isn't
it?
it?
Oh yeah. Oh, I see. So they made those spawners, and now you have just that room populated again. That's pretty sweet.
Yep.
Okay, it's
That
pretty
route
addicting.
is so good.
It's pretty neat.
Wow.
So
They
timer's close to
spawn
running
so
out as well.
quickly.
Yep. I don't know how that didn't hit me, by the way. I genuinely don't know why that fist didn't hit with me. I think because I was slightly off to the side. So now that the timer has reached 0, now Haruka will perish. I'm letting her die. Goodbye. There you go. Now she dies.
It's a cruel fate.
Yep. She fulfilled her purpose very well, and now she will die.
Oh, there's a couple stragglers.
Yeah, they just kind of exist. So I got the 3 time extensions. When the timer hits 0, all hidden time items will just appear instantly, which is pretty nice.
Oh, that's neat. Okay.
So I whiffed my bomb there. If you're using Mamimi and you don't hold shot, you just whiff the bomb. But with other characters, you don't have to hold shot, you just have to tap it.
What do you mean whiff? Did it not
It
activate?
just does nothing.
Oh.
It activates, but it does nothing, so I just have to wait for the timer to reset.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that was an accident.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't ever want to whiff EXs. But it's often not too big a deal. Because most of the EXs at this point forward are with Sakya. Which is very rare to whiff with her. Now we go back into the populated room. Just push through.
Juicy.
And then do the same deal again.
I mean, with so many of those robots making it a place to make enemies, and yeah, then I can see why you want to keep doing it here. Is that another time extension? Oh, or another time extension? Okay, nice. Sorry, sometimes I forget to hold push to talk, so my bad.
It's all good.
So throwing like microphones at you, and are like the certain enemies like more points than others, or do you not care about like the enemy types?
I believe all of the normal enemies are worth the same, except for the little baths. I think they're worth slightly less. But the spawners are worth more than the enemies, and then the big enemies are worth, like 20k, 30k. The red ones are worth like nothing. You just get tick points from them, basically.
Yeah, okay.
You can see how fast they are now.
Oh my god.
Okay, wow.
So 100 mil after this stage is like my best pace
Nice.
ever.
Yeah. Watch.
8,000 enemies killed that stage. Just an average amount.
Do the levels affect the multiplayer? I might be asking the same thing again here.
What do you mean by levels
Like,
affecting multiplier?
so leveling up is just for your shot power.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so that just plays into being able to do
Survive.
Okay, to survive. Okay, so as you go on through the game, I guess are they gonna have harder enemy types then, or why do you need
do you want me to cover the whole rank thing?
Yeah, sure. Unless you want to comment this particular moment.
No, nothing's happening. Well, I actually am going on to a secret route. You can go onto the train.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so good. The grenades actually damage you through the train, which sucks. I didn't want to take a hit there. But basically, every stage that you clear will increase the rank. I think it's by 0, 1, or 2. And the higher the rank, the faster bullets are and the more damage you'll take.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you're taking more damage as the rank gets higher, but you're also increasing your max HP by leveling up. So.
Well, now Sakya's HP is maxed. Like
Okay.
it won't go up any higher. It maxes at a level 200, which
Okay.
you get that pretty early.
But you'll keep leveling up to get the iframes and such. And what about like,
Yeah.
do you need more EXP per max level up, or is it like a same level of experience now?
It's always the same amount of XP, just like Cyvaria.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Okay.
Interesting.
So you might have seen that green potion. That is a shot speed power up. I don't know how much Gauntlet you two have played, but there are those potions in Gauntlet that give you like extra move speed, extra armor, extra fight power. They exist here too. They will stack up to 3, so you can get 3 extra armor, extra shot power, extra speed, which is very helpful. Speed and armor are the best ones, but shot speed's also good. So this is another pretty beefy stage in terms of enemy count.
Oh yeah, it's like riding the wave. Ride the wave, baby.
I think.
One question. Okay.
Yep.
So for those extra power-ups, like the potion you just picked up there, is there any consideration in your route to like picking up more potions like early on, or is it just
if you take the non-secret route, you actually get certain potions early. So if I were to have taken the non-secret route in stage 3, I would have gotten a shot power up rather than having to wait till stage 6 to get a power up.
I see, but then I guess you lose out more score if you went that way.
Yeah, the other stages in my testing didn't score very high compared to this route.
If the chain could go longer, would there be like more reason to use fast characters, maybe early on or something?
I
don't know. It seems to go on for quite a while, anyways.
Yeah, it does go on for a good amount of time, but Sakya, it would just make Sakya even better.
Okay.
Because her chaining is already the best, tied with probably Hinako.
Okay, I see like the X20. Yeah, it happens like near the end of the limit of the chain, so it's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Every enemy increases it by 0.05, I believe.
So I guess you want really the biggest pack at the end of the chain, since the multiplier is at X20.
Or a big pack at the start to just max out your multiplier early, and then just get all the kills.
So is it time based for the limit, or is it like
it's kill based?
Oh, kill based. Okay.
Yeah. Every enemy that you kill, this includes destructible bullets or missiles, increases the multiplier. So if you have a whole bunch of like missiles on the screen, which you will see later, you will max out your chain like instantly.
And do the missiles have less base point value than like the characters do? Okay.
Yeah, their point value is like 10 points.
Oh, okay. So I see why that'd be better then to build it up on those, and then you get more points to the actual anime.
The actual anime.
It's anime plural. But yeah, I could see why you like this. It's full of memes, and even Gauntlet was like a meme game. Like, remember Wizard needs food badly?
Yeah,
it's like
Elf needs food badly.
Yeah, like everyone says that when they think of that game.
The classic bit.
Yeah.
Be funny if they had like some voice clips like that in this.
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't include that.
Could have had some good opportunity for some English voice acting, perhaps. But it might be too annoying at that point, because imagine you could have like all the girls like screaming or whatever when they die, like
the Galuda maids.
Yeah, like that. I mean, I like that. I think it's cool, but I just imagine if it was for the whole game.
That is legal torture.
Is the level up sound from something? It sounds really peculiar.
I actually don't know what it's from. A lot of the sound effects are from like the anime and some of the shows.
Oh, okay.
I haven't watched the sequel show because they removed my favorite character, and I'm very upset.
Oh man.
Gotta stick out for the big white dudes.
So doing some actual
they
racing
removed
there.
the red hair.
Oh.
It's criminal.
The character you're playing as isn't in.
Yeah, it's not in the sequel.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. To be fair, she was like kind of a joke character,
Damn.
but they removed her. She was really funny.
Oh man.
You know when they remove characters from anime that everyone likes, it's like people do some crazy things.
Yeah, or people just like complain about media. Like, I'm gonna like petition the producer of this show to like reconsider.
Or like that horrible news about that studio being burned down
Oh, yeah,
like a long time ago.
yeah.
Probably because some weeb just got butthurt because various reasons.
Alright, so we're gonna see a reference soon. There they
Oh
are.
shit!
Oh,
Kako Demon.
Yep.
That's cool. They fit right in with the game, yeah. With the key cards, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it is pretty ridiculous, but they look cute. Everybody likes
they
the
keep
Kako
it fun.
Demon.
Everyone loves Cacodemons.
Yeah.
Yeah, how could you?
You'd be hard pressed to find someone who doesn't love Cacodemons.
It's like the cute enemy from Doom.
You get to see another one soon as well.
So they like tough.
No, but you
Okay.
can graze them like a lot, but grazing alone isn't worth that much score. Oh, here they are. And then, now they're gone.
skulls.
Yeah, the lost souls.
Oh yeah.
I hate them. So this is
Nice.
just like a kind of like a mid-boss stage, but in reality it's the replenish your health after stage 6 stage.
Okay.
You fight a little mid-boss.
So okay, cool. Some actual mid-boss action here. Some dodging and stuff.
Interesting.
So I do try to get a little bit of milk from this, because there are a few patterns that you can milk, and she does spawn enemies later on. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, this pattern you can milk. But I didn't really get to do it much because I damaged her by accident. You can get like maybe 500k from it.
Sounds like
I
you got
see.
some more optimizing to do here.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit before the episode, but yeah, Pearl improved our world record by like double, was it? About?
About 250 million.
So. It's, you know.
Yeah, second highest is like
It's a hidden
40
gem.
million.
Yeah, good stuff though. Yeah, we can really see, you did some routing and stuff, you know, obviously, for this,
Just a
so.
little bit of routing.
That's cool. With the different stage designs and yeah, like finding all the spawners and then a way to get through safely without taking too much damage, and the decoy character. It's got some cool mechanics that all kind of go together nicely.
What's important for the late game is actually maximizing the amount of time you can milk, because you know the timer is omnipresent. It's always there. It's always just waiting for you. So if you can find a way to squeeze in more bombs in your timer, it's like, oh, cool, that's like another 5 mil.
Okay.
So you want to
Yep.
take like the quickest route all the way through and then start milking. So I took the quickest route here, and I destroyed two secret enemies. You usually have to use a different character that plays like Gowange, but Mamimi has just a full pierce shot, the wave.
Okay.
Oh, that's quick.
So I'm just gonna sit here for little bit on each side just to spawn enemies in here. It's just close enough to the side of the screen that they will keep spawning.
Even if they're packed up like that, I mean, completely, is there some more that are off screen?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yep. Once they're sufficiently packed in, I go to the other side. This stage is still very dangerous for Sakuya because there's so much like hitboxes on the stage that can just kill you very quickly. And Sakuya's not going to be getting much defense for a long time. So now we begin the milking. I try to leave all of the spawners that spawn the spiky things because each spiky thing is worth a lot of points. So I just treat them as like additional chain targets.
Okay. Makes sense, you know.
So we give Mamimi another shot power up, as you do.
I was gonna ask, does the game explain why you're taking out the animes?
I believe it is some cloning experiment.
Oh lord.
Yeah, that's why there's so many of them. You'll
So they're
see
not
it at the end
robots,
of the
they're
game.
they're actual people.
Yeah, they're clones.
The humanity. Clone is still a person. Anime has taught us this. and Final Fantasy VII, like Cloud.
Oh, true. Yeah.
It's like so emo.
Yeah, there's a lot of teenage angst.
So is the cloning stuff in the anime at all?
It might be in the sequel, but I never watched it.
Oh.
In the original season, there's like a bit where Rinrin makes a robot Rinrin, which is one of the characters. And I think that's as deep as it goes in terms of creating more of them.
Okay, so for the most part, it's just kind of a fun gimmick to have the characters be the enemies.
Yeah, it's just like a joke story to sell the whole. Look at all the characters on screen.
Well, it's like cute 'em up philosophy, because it's like with cute 'em ups, it's like you're destroying cute things or whatever, and this is just an extension of that. Except anime.
Right.
Plural.
Often going
Anime
observe.
plural.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It is bizarre, but yeah, it's definitely endearing in its own way.
What is a damn shame is that this developer made, or this group rather, made 2 games and then just died.
So, like, what's the other game?
The other game they made is called Gal Panty X. It's a Gal's Panic fan game, and it is very good.
Is it 3D
takes the whole,
or?
No.
Okay.
It's 2D. It takes the whole let's shmuppify another game system to a pretty high extreme. The whole game is just, hey, remember this shmup pattern from game? Like you'll get to the last stage of Gal Panty X and it's just hibachi. And there's like actual interesting scoring as well.
Yeah, you can't knock a good tribute, you know.
Yeah. If the tribute is fun, then it's fine.
Unless it was like, you know, if the gameplay was just purely like copied patterns, but there was like no soul to the game, then it would be kind of annoying. I mean, it'd be like, oh, come on, man. Yeah. But here we got plenty of anime soul.
Yeah, a lot of anime souls.
The Dark Souls.
Anime souls. Yeah. That could be their FromSoft's new idea there.
Exactly. Just
anime souls. This game's ahead of its time, I think.
Chambers is right. They also made a screensaver for Windows NT. That's the only other thing they made.
Can you like play it?
I never tried. I feel like it won't work on modern OS.
Oh man. Okay. We have an Anime Souls already exists. Of course it does.
So we have some new enemy types here. Just made.
Maids with guns.
These characters I don't think appear in the main series. Maybe they do in the sequel. But they're just the normal maids, and then there are maids with like the Gatling guns, with the swords, the missile launchers, and they're all strong. They all have a lot of health, and they do a lot of damage too. You want to avoid them as much as you can, especially the sword ones. They shred you.
Okay, so this is a harder enemy type, but not going to be any reason to keep them around for like chaining purposes.
Yeah, I mean you can get some good grays off the minigun one, but grays on its own isn't worth that much score. It's only really worth it if you're going for individual level gold medals, which is how you unlock the secret characters to play as. So there's 3 secret characters. There's a character called Gia, which is one of the maids, which plays just like Raiden DX actually, with rapid shot, laser, and then the missiles. And then her EX attack is just a bomb. You have the little Baff. The little Baff, his shot. I feel like it's a Namco game, but I could never tell which one it is. You like lock on missiles. That's about all I can explain. And then when you shoot the missiles, it goes like fire. I don't know what game it's from, but it's super familiar.
Maybe Afterburner.
Ooh,
Doesn't that have the fire sound?
It might be Afterburner, yeah.
Fuck, that game sucks.
The third character is Mamimi. And to unlock the characters, you have to fulfill a certain amount of medals per stage. The problem is that by default, Mamimi is kind of impossible to unlock. So to get Mamimi, you have to get every gold medal in the game, all 20. Now, this is fine. Every gold medal is possible except for 2. 2 gold medals are impossible to obtain because the level goes from 20 to 23 to 70. And it's like the last boss stage, which only has like a few enemies in it.
What do you mean 20 to 22 to 73? What is that?
The level requirements for each medal.
Oh.
So bronze in the last stage is 20, silver is 23, and then gold is 70. Probably due to an oversight, because I think the final product of this game was a little rushed. So there's like a few issues. I'll get more into some of them later. So while you can, in theory, unlock Mamimi with co-op, because this game has 4-player co-op, you could also just manually like make a new stage to do it. Or you can just change the save file, which is what I did. You can unlock them. You can get the medals. I did it with testing, but you can't do it with 1 player. With co-op, yes.
Not even if you switch the stages up?
Oh, if you switch the stages up, you can. Yeah, if you switch if you switch the stages around and you get a different stage in the position of the last boss stage, or if you just use the map editor and make a new stage in that slot, you can get a gold. It just tracks what stage number has a gold.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. That's a very secret character then.
Yeah, very secret. Usually you'll get Mamimi at the end of loop 1, but you can start with Mamimi if you have every medal.
Okay, so that just changes when she pops up, basically.
It doesn't change too much of the run. It only changes like a little bit of the early game, because you could play the early game with Hinako and score very similarly, because a lot of your score is with Sakuya, who you get in stage 5.
Is that who you're playing as right now?
The red hair girl is Mamimi, and the other one is Sakuya.
Oh, the brunette.
Yeah, the one with the pigtails that flop around.
Okay.
Alright, we got all 3 keys. Now we can do one more big bomb, and then we go to the last secret stage of the route, where I get to. I think I do my new route there. Depends how much health I have.
Oh, those level ups.
Oh yeah.
It's like 5 in like a third of a second. Yeah, we did mention Cyvaryar, and yeah, like once again, in Cyvaryar, it's like you graze and then like you get like you like earn iframe moments. Do you actually level up in Cyvaryar? I forget how that works.
So you level up, you get about 1.2 seconds of vulnerability / iframes until that invincibility time runs out.
Yeah. It's a fun mechanic.
Yeah. In the original game, you could only graze bullets once, but then revision they changed it so that you can graze bullets multiple times, which completely changes up how the game plays.
Oh yeah, because then it becomes like you're
that.
like chaining the iframes from the level ups and whatnot.
Correct, and it's like pretty essential for like a bunch of scoring patterns and stuff like that.
Oh shit, those
So
big
here we get
guys.
to see the missiles. Here we get to see the missiles.
Oh sweet. Oh my god.
Yeah. So that bomb is a little random. Sometimes you'll just get like a huge explosion, and sometimes you'll get kind of like a meh one. I got a meh one there because it didn't kill something a certain way. As far as I could tell, it was just kind of a crapshoot. It doesn't lose too much score though. So you can kill that enemy that's just kind of chilling there on the balcony to unveil the final loop item. Normally you have to use the Gawanga character and like lead your Shikigami through like the bottom of the screen. It's not hard, it's just kind of annoying. So this stage is a pretty good milk stage. A lot of score to be gained here.
So why didn't you use this character in the previous room for the Hurricane?
Because I know why. Because if I were to have chosen Sakya, it wouldn't have done enough damage to the big robots, and you want to kill the big robots with your explosion.
Okay.
Because when you kill a big robot like that, it will spawn like 50 fragments, and each of those fragments can get killed and spawn more bullets.
Okay.
Sakya wouldn't deal enough damage.
Okay, but yet you didn't quite get the chain reaction you wanted, even with the proper character.
It didn't go off the right way, yeah. It didn't kill the enemy that I wanted to kill.
So probably didn't kill one of the big ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, interesting.
So we do this for a few rotations because there's so many big spawners here.
Oh man, what are we gonna talk about for the next second loop?
I'm sure it'll be a way.
Life will find a way.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
we could at least be interested about the suicide bullets in the second loop.
Nice.
It's true.
Nice. DJ Psycho in the house. Welcome in. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good one. We are about halfway through first loop Sispri Gauntlet here.
No, we're almost done the first loop.
No.
Oh, I meant halfway through the game.
It's only about 7 more minutes or 8 more minutes, I think, and then loop 1's done. We can talk about the various ports of the visual novels to various consoles like the Game Boy Advance.
Was it a popular anime?
I think it was decently popular.
Yeah, 2000, early 2000. Yeah, that's. So you said it's like a pretty slice of life type of.
Yeah, it's
anime.
very like early 2000s sugar anime slice of life is the best way to describe that, because as soon as you hear the sentence, it kind of just pops into your head what the kind of show is about. Nothing matters, it's just kind of lighthearted fun.
I do like
Yeah.
those ones. Like Lucky Star, and then Azumanga Daioh is another one. And
I made the terrible decision of watching all of Azumanga and then trying to watch Lucky Star right after that. Bad idea.
Oh,
you didn't
Yeah.
like Lucky Star after that?
I didn't like it as much as I thought I would.
Oh,
yeah. I think you have to be in a certain mood to like really get the most out of that show. I don't know. So I've had friends do the same thing for me. Like Lucky Star is so good. It's just like I can't do this after watching like
It's too much.
start.
what would be like the slice of life anime before like Sister's Princess though?
Or
Uh,
Azumanga.
Oh, is that before?
I think Azumanga came out like a year before.
What about before that? Like 80s
Jesus.
or 90s? I mean, like Sailor Moon. I guess that Sailor Moon has more stuff going on.
Trying to think.
Big cancel. We can just go
Actually,
over the big. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, actually, I think Azumanga Daioh is 2002, so it's slightly after Sister Princess.
Oh, it's 02? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought Azumanga was 00.
No, apparently, like, I think what it was there was a net animation and then anime film before the actual
Oh.
TV series premiered.
Right. Okay, so we have to talk a little bit about this stage.
Oh
This
yeah.
one is
feel
the
free.
cloning facility.
Oh, this is
But
okay.
also-
Lore.
Yeah, but also this stage can crash the game.
Too many clones.
Oh, boy.
No, the lasers.
Oh.
So these big robots, they only appear in this stage because the game was rushed. If you kill them at like the wrong frame, their lasers don't despawn, and the game will crash. There are two big robots in the top left. If you leave them alive, their lasers will pierce the screen infinitely, and if the laser is fully horizontal, the laser will wrap around in itself, and the game will crash.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Seems like that'd be a fixable bug.
It would be fixable. I just don't know how to do it, and also, it's
I mean-
avoidable.
Okay. So you're trying to make sure the lasers don't go horizontal. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So for I go for the rightmost enemies first, just to not deal with the left ones first, because the left ones are more dangerous. Ooh, that was a scary one. That would have been really bad. You can see I'm starting to take a lot more damage as well, even though I have 2 armors stacked up. It's because my rank is getting higher. So if you thought the cancels before were pretty good, you get to see some huge ones in this stage. This is the highest scoring stage in the game.
Sick.
These robots, they will spawn lasers, and if you just kind of like run away and you try to exit the stage, they can go perfectly horizontal and the game just crashes.
Oh, it's these ones, not those
Yeah.
blue. Okay.
the
Weird.
bottom
okay.
left, the other ones can crash the game too.
Oh.
If you kill the enemy at the wrong frame and the laser just doesn't despawn correctly. It is a little jank. And you might think, oh, I can just not care about the laser that's there because it doesn't crash instantly, right? Like it'll just be there, and then you try doing like a score bomb, and then the game just crashes. Oh, here we go.
Woohoo.
So this guy has a lot of health. You can already tell what we're gonna do. Every about 15 in-game seconds or 20 in-game seconds, it does a huge enemy spawner fill up.
Nice.
So you kind of just go left, right, left, right, left, right.
Cool.
You get all the spawners.
Jamers asked, did this game ever get patched? Do you know?
So there's a funny story. So this game was in development from 2004 to 2007. All right. It got released at Comiket, and then in 2011, on the website, they put the full game, like the Comiket version, with all of the art assets for the game and the previous game on the website. and they basically said, look, we can't support the game anymore, so if there are problems, don't bother us.
Okay.
Cool.
Damn.
They're like,
So
they're like,
on
this
your
isn't
own.
our problem anymore. If there are bugs in the game, please don't contact us. You know, you're on your own. Type
That's
of thing.
that old school mentality right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Like you're just on your own.
No,
And
no
of
endless
course-
patches. That's preferred, I think.
hmm This game never got patched, and it's kind of missing a few features from the Gal's Panic game. In the Gal's Panic game, you had a scoreboard at least. This game doesn't have a scoreboard at all. So you
Okay.
just have to like keep track of your PBs. Kind of weird.
Yeah. That is very weird.
It has replays as well in quotes. Just imagine quotes, where you can play. You can save a replay of one stage. No more than one stage. The benefit is that you can actually play the stage of the replay. You can just control the replay. Like I think you can do that in the PS2 version of Diojo, right?
Yeah, that was the thing, and yeah, a couple of the cave games, weirdly enough, where you could resume. Well, I think Akai Katana had it. I know. Where
It's
you-
Sadeojo too,
Okay,
right?
it's like you can like assume control inside of a replay as like a very weird way to get practice.
Yeah, like this
So
game
weird.
has no normal practice. You just had to, like when you're in the replay menu, you either press button A to play back the inputs, or you press button C to just play the stage.
From the point at which it is currently at. Okay.
Replay, yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's one of the weirdest ways I've seen practice being a thing.
It's a dojo game. It's always going to be weird. Alright, so now the big enemy died. Finally.
But again, just to reiterate the mechanics a little bit here, yeah, so Pearl's using the EX attack by tapping a direction and his shot button at the same time. And the EX weapon is available when the small blue bar is filled up. Now it's available, and then that causes enemies to make more bullets when they die, which causes big chain reactions.
Pretty intuitive system. It plays into both the scoring and the survival of the game because you get more experience. More experience is more level ups and more iframes. It just kind of flops onto itself.
Yeah, so then you get the level ups from grazing, and then when you get the level ups, you're invincible for like a second or two, which allows you to do more grazing.
I think it's 2 seconds here.
Okay.
Maybe 2.5? I don't know, something like that. So the reason why I'm using Mamimi for her EX attack sometimes is just for damage, since her EX does more damage than Sakyo's, and I need to kill things with it.
Okay. What about those like little potion? I guess it's the potion items that just shows you how many you've
Yeah,
stacked
it just
up.
shows your current stocks.
So if
You can see
you
I'm almost maxed out with Mamimi.
okay, so you like max them out and then you're good.
Yeah, they max at 3 per category. 237 levels in one stage.
Damn. Yeah, that was a big stage. You're right.
Yep. And here's the last boss.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh.
And it's gone.
Generated.
Oh man.
How's the bit rate on that one?
Was there like an actual unique enemy in there? Or was it just all the?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a unique enemy. It spawns a total of 2,048 clones. It kind of like splits like Minecraft slimes.
So did you kill it early then, or?
I killed it with a EX attack, which just chained into itself. So now we got the loop. If you wish to skip 2-1, you're more than welcome to. I just rushed through 2-1.
Sure. Let's jump ahead here to
Okay.
to 106.32.
Sounds good to
Yeah.
me.
Got a pretty long replay here, so. Alright, I'm paused there.
Same.
Yep, same.
Alright. 3, 2, or sorry, here's the countdown. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
So you'll
Alright.
notice instantly whenever you kill anything in the second loop, it will have that blue triangle. That's a suicide bullet, and suicide bullets hurt.
Okay.
They hurt you.
Okay,
Oof.
nice. So a lot more dangerous here.
Yeah, you have to be careful with what you're doing. You have to be careful not to like retrace your steps, or else you'll just get sniped.
Oh, they're like, yeah, little mines, I guess, yeah.
Now they work very strangely. When they spawn, their aiming angle's already been determined. Their aiming angle is going to be where you are as soon as the reticle spawns, not when the bullet spawns.
Yeah.
So you can spawn one and then move back to like try to dodge something and just go right into a bullet.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Very determined. Okay.
Yeah. So the second loop is gonna have a lot less of like kind of small milks and just kind of focusing on clearing rooms to get to the big milks and just going from there.
Because you say
That-
those revenge bullets themselves are pretty damaging. How much damage do
Yeah.
you take for one hit?
Sometimes you can take like 15%.
Okay.
Yeah, they hurt. And at the end of the game, you're going to be getting pelted by a lot of damage. Because, again, every stage that you clear is more rank, more damage, more bullet speed,
Mm.
and
That's just good.
firing frequency as well increases too. But there's
Okay, that
always
should
time
be-
to let enemies spawn.
That should be interesting to see. And you're not like getting any new characters or anything in the second loop, are you?
No. I could pick the ones I missed up if I wanted to, but no. When you pick up a character and then you encounter them again in the loop, they spawn as an option pickup, so you still get rewarded for going after them.
Okay.
So if you have all the characters, like I think you can have like 10 at once, if you get all of them, and you just go find them again in the stages, you'll just get more options, which is good because they stack up to 3 per option sprite. So you can shoot 3 bullets out of 1 option.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Mm-hmm. And also, since enemies now have more HP, it's going to be harder to get the good cancels.
Okay.
Crazy stuff. What's with the dog?
Or dog.
Oh yeah, the dog. So one of the characters, Marie, has a dog, and the dog's name is Michael, or Mike AL. It's kind of weird how it's pronounced in the anime. But it's spelled just like Michael.
Dude, they killed that dog though.
And just lasered him to death.
If you play as Marie, you actually get you can control the dog as like an option.
Oh,
You can place it in front of you and it blocks bullets. Very defensive character.
Oh, but there it just dies.
It just dies, it goes away.
Man. Rip.
So you can see how fast now the purple bullets are. They're getting really quick. Before they kind of just like moseyed along. But now they fly.
It's so dense too. It's like not playing stuff carefully. Just get cornered.
You are at least given a good amount of iframes when you take a hit, but too many hits in a bad place leaves you really dry for health.
I see.
I was lucky to have max health right here. Usually stage 2 goes wrong. I take like a straight hit. Look at all those suicide bullets.
My God, it's just like awkward. It's fine.
the same type of flashing goodness like the Futari God Mode 30Ks.
Oh yeah, it just kind of reminded me of that.
So using Sakia right now is also really dangerous because she only has one armor upgrade, which means that if she gets hit, she's going to take a lot of damage, and I really cannot lose her. If I lose Sakia, the scoring potential goes down like crazy.
So, Chambers in the chat asks, why don't you graze like those revenge bullets that come in big waves?
So the reason I don't, you can graze them, but since I didn't know my position when they all spawned, it was a little bit too much of a health risk to go for them. For the equivalent of like what, 60k?
You don't get much score for that relative.
You get 500 points per graze. It's not much.
But there you just got like, what was it, 30k or no, 300k for that moment.
Yeah, I got 500k from the bomb.
Okay, yeah. So they got the numbers kind of like bigger as you go on the score. So kind of a nice, these use a nice touch.
Yeah, I like how they do that.
So yeah, 408 million currently.
Yeah, my loop one was 399 million, I think, which is really good.
The candy sprite reminds me of the candy from Secret of Mana. Anyway, Secret
Never
of Mana
got around to
fans
playing
out there.
that.
Yeah, it's pretty jank, but it's really good
perfect.
soundtrack. I don't know if it's jank in the way you would like it. It's like the characters, like, you know, they follow you around in like an overworld, like your AI, but they always get stuck on the environment, so you're constantly leaving them behind, and they don't really help much. And then if they get left behind, like sometimes you can't even like move forward. It's like, what the hell?
It's the Pikmin issue. You get stuck behind everything.
If you do play a Mana game, I'd recommend the third game, Second Setsu 3-Year Trials of Mana, the 2D one though. That game's kick-ass.
Nice.
The music in this is like good enough that, you know, you can listen to it nonstop, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing with this game. I'm playing with MIDI.
Oh yeah.
And I'm using like an external program to change the MIDI sound font. In this case, I'm using Arachno.
Oh,
if you
cool.
play with the OGG files, the game can crash.
Oh man. Wow.
Yeah, it's a rare bug. You can crash the game from using OGG. It's so weird.
There's like a few different crash bugs, isn't there?
Yeah. Again, like I think the game kind of got rushed at like the last second, and not all the kinks were ironed out, which is a shame.
Man, I mean, yeah, it's like seems pretty solid overall. Just yeah, maybe we could have used a little more patches.
Yeah. But they kind of just like left as soon as they released the game. They're like, "Yep, that's it. Three releases in 8 years. We're good. We did enough."
Job's done.
Their previous game, the Gauss Panic one, I think had like 16 playtesters.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a lot.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I was gonna say most of these stuff tends to have like maybe 3 to 5 max for playtesters.
Yeah, this dev really cared about having their games be good.
Yeah, I like the sound font you picked out though. Pretty decent.
Yeah, I was originally using a Piece 98 like Yamaha sound font.
Oh, nice.
And it's good. It fits really well. A lot of the sound fonts that you can just download don't fit the game well. because they're missing instruments. But the Peace 98 one and Arachno fit really well.
That's cool. It's getting kind of hectic in there. Smallest corridors. Kept that invincibility frames going though.
It's just gonna get more hellish as the game goes on because the rank will just keep increasing.
Yeah.
Just
My dog's barking, but you guys can't hear it because I'm pushed to talk. But it's on the stream, so you know.
I'm sure they're enjoying the ASMR.
A dog would bark if they saw all this going on.
They're barking because they're so excited to see how this good of a game.
And rip to the other dog earlier.
Yeah.
We won't count the golden retriever casualty.
That was brutal, man. It was like looked like the enemy purposely sniped them out.
Alright, now we get to the secret stage in loop 2, which is scary.
Just being pelted by mics and the stage clear.
Yep. Just completely pelted by wrenches infinitely.
Yeah.
Or are they wrenches? They look like mics.
Yeah, they're wrenches.
Yeah, they're wrenches.
Oh, okay. Could definitely see mics being a thing, though.
So since I don't have that bullet sponge character anymore, I have to just rush through the whole thing with my Mimi, which is pretty scary.
Oh man.
Death by anime. Are the characters you kill in the anime?
Yes, they're all the sisters.
Oh, okay.
All of the characters that you see as enemies are the individual sisters of the show.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool. I guess, yeah, there's only been so many of them.
Yeah. They have kind of like alternate outfits, though, as enemies.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice.
So, like, it's kind of hard to pinpoint which one, but there's one in, like, yellow, and she only wears that outfit, like, 2 times in the actual show.
Okay. Oh man, the frying pans.
Oh yeah, they hurt as well. And not only that, if you kill the frying pan, it just spawns a suicide bullet in your face as well.
Is it like if you're frying up some like oils, like when the oil splashes, is that technically an IRL revenge bullet?
Yep.
Oh god. Oh, the dodges.
Man.
Yeah, there's a few parts in this game where you have to dodge.
Yeah.
So unlike loop 1, I just don't bother with the loop item. In the loop, if you get a loop item, it just turns into an option.
Okay.
So if you really need that option, I guess it's there.
Does anybody in the chat know what the level up sound is?
Yeah,
or that sound? What does that sound from?
the da 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 da. That's from the show.
Oh, okay, sweet. What is it in the show?
Multiple parts in the show. They'll have like this kind of like soft, like swingy song that's happening, and at the end of the song, it plays that sound effect.
Oh.
Before looping.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you can really tell like they really like the anime.
It's a good show.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch it now.
If you enjoy the concept of just 2001 sugar anime.
That's something you put on when you're like eating dinner.
Yeah. And if you enjoy kind of a little bit dopey English dubs, then the English dub's also pretty funny.
Nice, nice.
A lot of the voices actually fit how the character's portrayed, which is good.
Yeah, that's
The red-haired girl is like a joke character, so they gave her kind of just like this stupid voice, and she says "bud" a lot, which is very Canadian of her.
Bud. I've never heard that being a Canadian thing.
Oh, everywhere in Canada, people say it all the time.
Bud? Oh, man.
Yeah.
I call my nephew Buddy a lot, but
I'm
not quite.
Cat Buddy.
Not quite in Canada. Close though. Minnesota.
close.
Close enough.
Yeah. Wait, what were those? What were those like shooting grenades?
Yeah.
Oh wait, this character or okay. Just noticed the grenades. That was the EX shot.
Oh, the missiles from yeah, that's the focus shot.
Oh, the focus shot.
Yeah, the focus shot with Sake is like really bad.
You're always using the rapid shot, it seems like.
Yeah, always rapid with Sake.
Okay. It's madness. Oh, what were those red lasers? Oh, was that part of the chain reaction?
The red lasers was from my lock-on.
Oh, okay. Do the sunflowers mean anything gameplay-wise? Like, or are they just there for...
They're just there.
Okay.
They just look cool. I think... Oh, yeah, they're there because one of the characters, Kaho, plants a sunflower.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I say, it seems like there's a lot of, like, little details that coincide with the anime. It is nice.
I think one of the songs in the game is from the GBA port of the visual novel of the sequel.
Okay.
Interesting callback.
very distinct.
All right, is this the other time skip for? Or no? That's the next stage. Yeah.
Because it's the boss stage where I just rush through it and get the health items and just leave.
Right. Just double check it.
Icarus wanted the plasma cannon in the anime.
Oh. I wish he had it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this game's ahead of its time. Like the whole cute girls with guns thing, you know?
Yeah, that kind of just like recently started becoming like super popular, hasn't it?
Quite a bit more, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like Galga.
I mean, it's always been kind of popular, but I feel like recently it's a bit crazy.
Well, yeah, and also just like when Vampire Survivors came out, there were a bunch of like clones of that, featuring like VTubers like anime girls, etc.
When I was trying to find any higher scores for this game, I found a 5chan thread where someone was complaining. They're like, "Why do so many games have score systems? Wouldn't it make more sense for the timer to be infinite?"
Oh man.
Would just make more sense for the timer to be infinite and have the top player be based off of kill count.
They don't get it, man. They just don't get it.
It was like right after release too. Someone was complaining.
Wow.
You can see how much damage I just took, by the way. I got melted.
Yeah, that's gross.
And that was just like a few mistakes.
Yeah, I was thinking too, like, even if you want to be based on kill count, like, you need some sort of facilitate some way that you can just, I don't know, like, separate skill between, like, just mindlessly milking stuff and then just, like, pushing, motivate people to move forward so it's not like, I did this for 24 hours straight or something like that.
Played Gauntlet for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, like those bar IMPs where people are talking about, like, I played this for like 10 days or something.
My game ended because I went to the store.
Yeah.
That is my favorite, like, run ender.
Yeah.
Had to go get
so many good comments from this. So, especially because in later revisions, they think they changed some stuff up where it's like you can't effectively, like, just milk it for that long because you, like, lose too much health or something like that.
The latest revisions of Gauntlet 1 act like Gauntlet 2, where after a certain amount of score, they just stop spawning health.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You gotta have something to stop the endless milk, right?
Well, it's either you make the game impossible to play past a certain point, or you play it for 80 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's like Commando. In that game, like, you can just milk on one stage infinitely if you want.
This
What's
sucks.
going on here? Did you get stuck?
No, it's not me being stuck, but it's like a super precise secret. Yeah, see, you have to like wiggle in there. It sucks. It's awful.
Interesting.
Sometimes if I'm unlucky, I just bump against the wall for like a good 30 seconds like that.
Nice.
So you can't just slide in or whatever. You gotta find the.
You have to like get
spot.
the right pixel to slide in, or else you just kind of bump against the wall.
Very skill-based.
Enemies
secret.
have so much health now that doing that bomb in loop 2 just doesn't work.
So are you gonna have to like weaken enemies now to like get chains going, or are you gonna bother doing that?
You can do that. Like if I were to like, it makes Mamimi's EX like really bad because her EX isn't piercing. Sakia will still be pretty good, but it won't kill the big enemies like at all anymore.
There's no other characters that like do more damage that might be good to replace in the late game.
Hinako is probably the best survival character in the game. She has like Gradius options and like a piercing shot, or no, not piercing, a splash piercing shot. It's super weird. And her EX is similar to Sakia's, but it's not as good. It's like super slow. There's Aria, which is like Mamimi's EX, but it spawns more bullets. But in terms of like the balance between damage and scoring, I think Sakia is just the best.
Okay, so we're moving forward to 131.17 here.
Right. You're not skipping ahead.
And we get to go to 2-8.
And that's again because you're just rushing through the level and it's not worth.
Yeah, I'm just going through the stage, not getting scores, refilling health.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Not any great chain opportunities there.
No, there's no chain opportunity in stage 7.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
So this stage changes a good amount from what I can remember, because it's been a little bit since I've played the game. But you can't do a lot of the milking that you can do in Loop 1 because, again, you take so much damage and enemies start having a lot more health. So I'm going to be following the same sort of path, but my bombs won't work the same anymore.
You can't ride the wave anymore?
You can do that in like 2 more stages with Sakia only. But it's getting to the point where you riding the wave is hard. Don't worry, there's still plenty of bomb milks to go with Sakia. So she can still score.
Okay, this bit again.
Yeah, this bit again.
Film up on the sides.
So the biggest change though from Loop 1 to Loop 2 for this stage is, if you remember the bottom right thing, there's like the huge cluster of enemies in the bottom right. You kind of can't do that as well in Loop 2. You just get kind of walled off from damage.
Let's see.
Yeah, look how much damage it just took from that hit. Oh no.
Jeez. Oh boy.
Yeah, getting cooked.
Oh, bros.
Any mistake you make in this part of the game is very bad.
Ooh.
I really want that pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I'm trying to
So
weasel
bad.
it.
I was gonna say, what kind of pie is that, or is that cheese? Or cheesecake?
Ooh, I actually never thought if it was cheesecake.
Could be. Slightly,
Carl
slightly,
cheesecake.
no, it's like slightly browned on the top or whatever.
Look how fast the heart bullets are going now.
Yeah. Wow.
They are flying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't even bother scoring much in this room because it's just too dangerous. Like I get
Dang.
the initial bomb, but it's getting too dangerous.
Oh man. Oh, man.
Interesting. Are those heart bullets? Those heart bullets are homing in a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, they have like a
Yeah.
little aiming property to them.
Ah, yeah. I was like, am I tripping out, or are they actually turning?
All right, so
probably
here's
both.
here's the sad moment. See, it hardly pierces anything.
Oh.
So I have to like hide in here. To hide in here for a
I
second.
just can't bounce. Try again.
Yeah. And enemies start having way too much health to reliably score in some of these parts. Except
jeez.
for the last two stages, because there's so many enemies in those stages. Oh, I do grab a character. I don't use her. But she's there. I got Yotsuba.
Big chain, nice.
Oof.
Yotsuba is incredibly useless. But we have her anyway.
Alright, so we're coming up on the last 3 levels.
Yep.
Last four.
This is
Yeah,
okay.
three stages.
Yeah, this has
3
been
stages,
fun.
1 boss.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just 2-9 right now.
We got to talk about the show. I see this is a win.
Yeah, I want to
Yes.
I might check out an episode.
I would say if episode 1 is like way too boring, try episode 2 as well. Because episode 1 is like weirdly like really slow.
Yeah.
It's probably world building, like, to get you into it. Like, this.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what how like Star was, and the first like 3 or 4 episodes of that, it's just them talking about food, and then like finally it's like something else.
The first episode of Sister Princess is just talking about the guy going to the stupid island.
Probably setting up the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that seems
Also,
important.
look how fast the suicide bullets are now. They go.
This. Oof.
Yeah, and you're still gonna be getting. So you're gonna be ending out with 612 million. So it's a lot
Yeah,
of your
that's
score.
that's
so
that's the last bit. Last bit of the game is worth a lot of points.
yeah, so I guess that
Okay.
you know, just by design perspective, it makes sense that the end's gonna be harder if you're gonna be getting that much score.
Yep. I mean, you saw Loop 1's stage 11, how much score I got there. I think I got over 100 million.
D. Eventually, you just have to do it.
Of course. It's catchy.
Those 3 notes.
Yeah. It's how they hook you in, man. You need 3 notes.
I'm trying to milk enemies to get close to a level up, so that way I can open the door and just be invincible.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
Cool.
That way, just get the iframes, just bust your way in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you have to plan ahead your level.
Yeah, I can't
a
just
little bit.
rush in and kill everything.
Nope.
See, they didn't even go that far.
Oh man. Yeah, still getting assaulted.
Yeah, the laser is still really strong. The DDP laser.
Yep.
Totally not Dodonpachi.
That was
Yeah,
a toasted mouth moment right there. Just running, trying to get out the fuck out of there.
Let's go. Don't stop.
Drop the toast.
Sadly, there are no toast items in the game.
Yeah, it's alright. It was like that pie, and pancakes. Can't go
Where's
wrong.
pancakes?
Pancakes are like almost a full heal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Toasted
a
Jason
top tier.
item.
Top tier junk food.
Yeah.
Dude.
The unique item that appears in stage 1 is a complete full heal, 100%. Which is funny, considering it's only in stage 1.
Well, what is it?
That's like I think it's a parfait.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Parfait,
that's how that bomb
fancy.
was supposed to work.
Oh.
In the first loop.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I just speed
Okay.
kill that.
That's. There you go.
Is that song from the anime?
I don't remember. It might be from the sequel.
Oh man. Now you have like caged animes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's getting cruel.
Let my people go.
I do like
Oh,
that they have a level where it's like they have the clones just to like have something. Like,
Yeah, at the end of the game, just so you remember what you're fighting for.
Yep.
And you said there was a clone thing in the anime a little bit.
Yeah, there's like a bit where Rinrin makes a mecha Rinrin.
You think
And
that
then
was the
kinda
inspiration for this?
I can see it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been stuff like that before in like older games where it's just like, what if we put a girl in a mecha suit?
Yeah, what about the girls and the robots? Is that a thing in the anime at all?
Oh, like the girl riding the robot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They're not this robot specifically, but Rinrin does ride the big bath.
Oh, okay. Cool. Whenever I think of a character that rides a robot, or it's like the robot girl, I think of Priestess from Star Ocean 2, but I'm sure that's been a trope in other anime. It's like
Yeah.
basically any character riding a robot who may be a girl.
Also, at this point, my shot has been like maxed out for like a 200 levels or so. Some characters max out their shot really early, but then some like continue to improve at like level 700.
Huh. Do you
Why
think
is it so disproportionate?
I have no clue.
could there be like some better routing with another character because of that? I wonder.
One of the characters that has like this weird quirk is Kaho, but Kaho's EX is like really bad.
Okay.
It's a full piercing EX, but it doesn't move.
Oh,
So like, if you kill something with it, it spawns like these stupid little flowers,
Yeah.
but then they just don't move. They just damage things that are on top of the flowers.
Ah.
But if there's nothing on top of the flowers, then it's useless.
So I guess it was an attempt at balancing, letting some other
Yeah.
characters get more powerful.
okay.
Or you
Yeah.
could just like do like a challenge run or something.
Some of the characters, like two-alling with Karen, is really not Karen. Two-alling with Marie is like really hard. Two-alling with Haruka is really hard as well because not only do you have like terrible range with the sword, her EX is also just awful.
Ride the wave.
Nice.
Ride the wave of the suicide bullets.
Woohoo.
That'd be like the sharks coming after you or something in the wave.
The flashing brown and gold sharks.
Yep. The shiny version of John's.
Oh man, that's a packed room.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this one. The third character that I have that I picked up by accident, she can also crash the game. Because her focus shot, you can tap shot and she'll shoot like a little clover and it'll latch onto enemies. And if you go focus shot with it, the trail from you to the clover is a laser. And it doesn't crash the way you think it crashes. It crashes because there's too many lasers. Not because they're horizontal. Because you can have like 8 lasers at once. And you can just like, you can insta-kill like everything with that character.
Interesting.
But, you know, the game can just crash and then you just lose.
I guess it's just like something in the code or processing of it.
I think so. Alright. Coming up on the final actual stage. Yeah, 'cause you can get insta-kill the game, yeah. Thank you, Jamers. Good joke. Alright, so this stage is always scary. Because since the big enemies have so much HP, you're at a good risk of crashing in Loop 2.
Ooh.
The first one's not really a big deal. Like, first one you just insta-kill with the shot, the Darius shot. But the second one is a problem.
I had to go silent there for a minute because my nephew was negotiating his dessert with me.
It's all good. What was the option?
I told him I'd split a Fanta with him. Orange Fanta.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to have some orange Fanta.
Nice.
Good treat.
All these soul side bullets.
All this anime has got me feeling kind of sweet. You know?
Drink a nice sweet soda and you're going to play Pink Sweets tonight?
Yeah, probably.
Look at all these bullets chasing me.
Anime wave. This is the wave of anime sensation sweeping the nation.
Oh yeah, now I'm starting to take like a lot of damage as well.
Dang. Oh shit, the actual dodges while you're waiting for the charge, or oh, you got the hell out of there.
Oh yeah, these enemies have a lot of health. Uh-oh.
I'm concerned.
It's not good. It's not good when the lasers spawn.
And you only have the one character now, okay.
I have 3.
Oh, okay. They're still alive.
Okay. Yeah, they're still alive. I didn't lose a single one except for Haruka, but she doesn't count.
Oh man.
Oh, come on.
So that was a bit of a pickle with those enemies coming in behind, huh?
Yeah, if you have the screen scrolled too far down, they just kind of seep in and get you.
Would you have preferred you killed more of those enemies before going in there then, or was that just kind of what you did?
I would have preferred to have gone more up on the screen to not have them come in.
Okay, yeah. Man,
so we get
many.
to do this again.
The levels. It's more metal.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard to find the path as well, so I got stuck for a little bit there. So if you kill those enemies, like through the wall, you'll get that big cake. You're supposed to use Yotsuba to do that. You're supposed to like use the clovers, lock them onto the spikes, have the spikes go over that barrier, and then use the lasers through the wall to kill the little robots. But if you're Mamimi, you can just cheese it.
Yeah. Hourglass with pink sand.
Yep, very cute.
You can only get those at like those souvenir shops or whatever. Pink sand.
Oh, dude, this song.
Yeah, this one is a banger.
This is from the GBA game.
Oh, okay.
This is really good.
Damn.
Good for a last stage theme.
Yeah. that triumphant tap, like happy, like you're almost at the end of the game type of deal, and you're doing like the sweet scoring moments here.
The huge scoring tricks.
It's like relish it,
Yep,
savor
enjoy
it.
those mini trumpets.
Savor the bit rate destruction.
It's probably doing okay. We'll have to see here. I didn't do a local recording, so we're at the mercy of the VOD this time.
Uh oh.
Oh.
It's usually fine. I've never lost a VOD, so
I've lost a few in my time.
except that one.
Yep. That was an episode.
Yeah, it was
A lost episode.
It was a Cream and Kino, and like
My
Kino
God.
was trolling.
Sure.
Kino was trolling. They were both trolling me the whole time, so I just didn't release it.
Yeah, he has a bit of a habit of doing that.
I was like trying to do the episode, and he kept on like not answering my questions.
Yeah, for a game that's like you need fighting game inputs to do special
Oh, it was
command.
for Cotton Boomerang.
Con 2.
Oh, Cotton 2. Oh my god. As soon as you said Cream and Kino, I instantly knew.
That's the lost episode.
That's how it goes.
There is no gap to fill it either.
So I intended to have that big robot die, but it didn't, and I ran out of time because it has too much health
Oh.
in the loop.
Right.
So was
Okay.
it worth good points of if you got it in a chain like X20?
Not really.
Okay.
It has like
Okay.
an okay kill value, but you want to keep it alive as long as possible. I just wanted to kill it because there was an hourglass behind it, the door.
Oh,
See.
So
cool.
we're back to the raincoat girl
Oof.
with that graze.
Ooh.
So
Delicious.
getting that full chain is pretty hard in the loop because of enemy health.
Right. Oof.
Now you just clean
Okay.
up all the little Minecraft slimes.
So once
Yep.
again, the boss actually died pretty early there.
Yeah, and you have to clean up. If you don't kill it like that, you just have to deal with like 1,000 of these small creatures. 'Cause it's 2,048 kills in total.
So you just get them all pretty much taken out in that first chain, I guess.
Yeah, you ideally want them all to go away instantly, or else you're just going to be dealing with nonsense.
So is there like a specific timing you use for that, or just hope it works?
You need to spawn. You need to kill enough of them so that way they're all clumped together. But some of them are
Okay.
like on top of each other, and then you have to use an EX,
Okay.
and that is the game.
Nice. GG's.
Yeah, pretty well
Amazing
done there.
Look at all those medals at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. So good.
All that leveling up. 720 levels, to be exact.
Yeah.
720 with Mamimi and 788 with Sakya. So 1,500 level ups throughout the
Yeah.
run.
Very cool,
Man.
very cool. Oh, that was a ride. Ugh.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the title screen here and we can wrap this up. Maybe I think about watching some Sister Princess after this one.
Good choice.
Maybe playing
You
some
left-
Sispri Gauntlet after, or vice versa.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Gotta let me know your favorite character.
Oh man.
So many to choose from.
Yeah, it's 13 of them.
So I was gonna ask, like, is the developer? I guess does he do all the pixel art, like, and the music? Like, he's the one guy, or is it just, did he have some help?
So it's a group. In the
Okay.
credits, it does say like everyone, like music is by someone named SOW.
Oh, was there credits? I was
Yeah,
gonna
there is
play.
a
Okay,
credits.
let me go. Let me keep playing that vid then.
It's at 1 hour 51 something.
Yeah, I'll just let it play here.
151:38.
Okay, I stopped it too early. My bad. Okay,
There's
okay.
there's one name for like main design and game balance and all that.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to skip the credits there.
It's all good.
Since that was my exact question, it's probably good to have that here. Well, what's in but yeah, you can go on to answer that as well because I see there's a few names here, but they're in Japanese.
Yeah.
So you got two programmers and a few graphic. Okay, okay.
There's quite a few supporters as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who all was in D5. Again, they made two, I guess 2.5 things. I don't count the screensaver as a full thing. It's a half thing. They made 2 games and then they just died.
Hey, Aki was in there. That's me. Just kidding. Well,
their
and you.
website is still up as well.
Nice, nice.
And their BBS channel is still up somehow.
Is that the thing
crazy.
there? The webs.2?
Yep, that's the website for it.
Yeah, guys. We'll have the download link, of course, in the YouTube description. You guys can go ahead and get it there.
Yep, because it's fully free now as of like 2011.
Very
Like
cool.
they stopped sale of it 4 years after release, and they're just like, here, take it. We're not fixing it. There are problems, and that sucks. But other than the problems, the core game is really good.
Seems like the issues could have been worse, so they were avoidable, as you were talking about. So I guess it's probably fine.
Yeah. If you want to just like do like a chill, fun survival 2-all or 1-all without the scoring, then the game is really good.
Yeah, that was fun. That was cool to see, and thanks for coming on the episode and talking about how it all went down. And yeah, who knows? Maybe it'll inspire someone to be crazy enough to play this game at a high level like that.
I hope someone will be inspired to go for like 700 mil.
Because it sounds like there is more score to be had, but I don't know. It sounds like you're not in it for the 2-hour runs a ton, and
yeah,
I
don't know. the 2-hour runs make it tough. I just wanted to get a run that does everything correctly.
Yeah, the concept is there, like the proof of concept.
Yeah,
that's always like pretty important.
A few things are missed here and there, but it's like small things that add up to like maybe like a little bit of points.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to do the last stage of Loop 2 faster, you could probably get another like 20-30 mil, but doing that is kind of impossible due to the enemy health.
Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, not much else to say. I mean, we talked about everything, including the anime during that.
Yeah.
A bit.
Thanks for coming on again.
Watch the show. Play the ports.
The visual novel ports?
Yeah, there's one on the PlayStation, one on the Game Boy Advance, and the Dreamcast.
Translated?
No.
Aw, man.
Actually, no, I think the GBA one is like partially translated.
Okay, at least we got something.
Yeah, you can play GBA sound font.
And,
Okay.
yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming by. We didn't had an episode in a little while, but we got some other plans coming up, so yeah, do stick around for whenever that happens. But we'll be off for tonight, so thanks everyone once again. That was episode 197 on Sispri Gauntlet. And yeah, I'm sure we'll catch you next time, for next game.
Yep. See you next
Thank
game.
you.
Bye-bye.